Amplifiez votre passion pour la guitare pour quelques euros par mois. Rendez-vous sur lachaîneguitare.com. Amplify your passion for the guitar for a few dollars per month. Head over to theguitarchannel.biz. Welcome to the Guitar Channel, welcome to La Chaîne Guitare. This is another lockdown interview, another interview confinement, as we say in French. I am super happy to have on the other side of the FaceTime connection the one and only master luthier Saku Vuori from Finland. Saku, how are you doing today?
All good, all good. Nice to be with you here.
Yeah. Last time we met, it was during the last edition of the Guitar Summit in Mannheim in Germany. So it was back in September. Yep. So we are going to talk about the lockdown issue and what's the situation in your country. But what's new since then?
It's been a while since we met, and it's been lots of job, lots of work, but sad that this whole thing happened. So it turned around all of my it didn't turn out my order book, but it turned around all the plans for 2020.
Yeah. What was the immediate impact of the lockdown issue? Was there an actual lockdown in Finland, by the way?
Yeah, it was, and it's still going on in some kind of level, but it didn't. In a way, I didn't have to close my business.
Okay.
Comparing to restaurants and all the other businesses, I've been able to work almost like normally.
Cool.
And that's been kind of I'm been lucky to having this kind of business, not the other types. But it's been of course I've have to reschedule my daily things, but quite normal.
Yeah. Was there some specific adaptation you had to do to your work as a luthier because of that, or not really? It was mostly business as usual for the building part.
Yeah, not really. Of course, the customers who come by and come into workshop, they that kind of traffic has gone a little bit down, but I don't have kind of a music shop type of workshop, so it's one customer at the once, so it's,
okay.
I don't have big crowds in the house ever.
Let's talk about the fact that in your country, in Finland, the word master luthier means actually something in it because you have to pass some kind of exam, right? Let's talk about that for a moment. Explain that.
Yeah, we have a official examination for being master luthier.
Okay.
And what that means, it's there's like two ways. There's some guys who have worked in the business since like 20 years, but they don't have kind of luthier papers from the luthier school, which we have in Finland. But you have made your career, and then you just show your
work or
your work and so your career, and that's it. But my way to the examination have been that back in 2008 I graduated as a luthier from the school, and then I've been having my business 11 years now. So it was a really nice moment to kind of make that final examination to be a master luthier, and that's
And is there some kind of grade? So is there luthier, then above that master luthier, and above that I don't know, master Jedi luthier? Or
No, there's a 3 steps. It's the kind of the basic degree, and then there's a kind of a, what's the word? Like the old word for it. It's like a
diploma or
no, it's the second grade after the apprentice level. There's a 1 step, and then there's a master step. So 3 steps, but I kind of jumped over the middle step. I took the biggest step right away after 10 years.
Okay, that's because you did a very nasty face, Viking style, maybe, and they were scared.
Maybe it's about the beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to look like master.
Yeah. Don't smile. Don't ever smile. Yeah.
Ever. Yeah, that's the point.
Who were your models, your role models in the guitar building community when you started as builder?
I must say it's. I think it maybe through the models. I don't have any. Maybe I don't have any kind of a role. Of course, Leo Fender in a way, because his attitude and his kind of a philosophy of making kind of a workhorses like tools for music. It's a bit different than making artwork or high class kind of expensive stuff. But if I think the main influence for my T family collection, I would say Moss Wright and Semi Mosley is kind of the man behind Moss Wright brand. His story and his business story in a way wasn't easy. If you guys who are watching this, you should go to Google and Wikipedia and read the story of Moss Wright. That's something really really rare and really kind of a hard work. It's he started at the working in Rickenbacker, but started to make his own ideas and something like that, and got fired. From Rickenbacker. Nice. And then he started his own brand. And yeah, like something same like my. I didn't get fired from anywhere, but the idea that he created something different, but really kind of different kinds of artists took his guitars, like country music to Ramones to Shadows, and actually Ventures. Ventures had the own model from Moss Wright. But yeah, lots of variety as a music, but they had that same guitars.
I know
that's
you.
Something.
I know you have a couple of guitars around you, so can you grab one and show us what's the Vuoren guitars look?
Yeah. Maybe there's a one. Show you this one.
Very nice. Yeah.
This is something which doesn't look typical T family. One of my guitars, because there's a F hole and it's a thin line from both sides.
Nice.
And the top wood is oak, and also the neck, if you see that, it's oak.
Okay.
And the back, actually the body itself is pine. But yeah, this was a kind of a project with with a friend who owns a whiskey bar.
Okay.
And this was our project to examine how to combine a whiskey and a guitar.
Okay.
If you think it through, they are quite close each other as a things. You can dig really deep to guitar sound and all the things, and same as with whiskies.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, oak, of course, it's from oak barrel, like whiskey barrels, and actually the pine bodywood is also that you can see the dark color, and it's because of really dark roasting as a thermo heating thing. So there's no stain in it. It's really dark roasted pine, and that's the peated malt thing in whiskey world. And yeah, and of course, yeah, the one really nice detail in this is that hand carved brass plate.
Yeah, nice.
Which is the same material than they use in distillery pans. So these are the elements.
Okay, very cool. So, and what's the name again of this model?
This is called Oak Squire.
Oak Squire. Okay, clever name. Nice.
It's like a esquire from oak. So
yeah,
that's the trick.
Very cool. What kind of budget are we talking about for this?
This budget, this comes a little bit higher from the basic level. My basic level at the moment is starts from 4,000 euros.
Okay.
And because of this thin line construction, this would be something like 4.5.
Okay. Excellent. So that's one.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, yeah, this is something I want to show you guys. This here. We keep the Esquire thing here.
Yeah.
But this one is T family number 1.
Okay.
Ever made.
Okay.
So and you notice that there's a kind of Telecaster type of headstock.
Definitely, yes.
This was the starting point when I first created only the body shape.
Okay, cool.
But then after a while I discovered also my own headstock shape. But this was the starting point.
Okay. So this is kind of a prototype that you are basically keeping. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, but this is, and the paint of this, the body is pine also, but the paint is actually kind of leftover paint from my father's home cabin.
Okay, cool.
It's same color, and I found that one can of this same paint and started from that. I want to keep that color.
It looks really cool. Okay, so this one is not for sale. Okay.
Not for sale.
Okay.
maybe after 15 years it's gonna be an auction and $1 million.
Yeah, at least. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Any other guitar you want to show us, or do you want to go to bass guitar now?
Yeah, maybe let's go to bass.
Yeah,
bass
okay.
section. Yeah, and that's the thing that because people who have seen me at the exhibitions have seen only the guitars.
Yeah,
but
I think the last 2 times I saw you at the Guitar Summit, there was only guitars on your booth. Yeah. Correct? Yes.
Yeah, that's only because guitars are a little bit easier to ship.
Okay.
Than basses. But yeah, luckily we have actually three basses at the moment. So let's start with this one. Here's T family Deadwood Deluxe.
Deadwood Deluxe, okay, cool.
Deadwood Deluxe. And the Deluxe comes the form of the pickguard, maybe. Yeah, and the really kind of decorated
Wow,
fretboard.
cool. Yeah, nice.
There's a binding and there's a old school block inlays from tortoise celluloid. So really kind of, and matching headstock.
Yeah, and your trademark shape for the headstock.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, and the pickup is my own bass bar. I call it bass bar. Yeah, and that's the point that I make my own pickups.
Okay.
So it's kind of also same thing with the basses. So.
And is that you always built some bass guitar, or is that something you just started to do?
I've always built basses, and actually I'm a bass player myself. So of course I have a kind of a passion for basses.
Cool, excellent.
Yeah.
What is the base price for this bass guitar?
This kind of bass with this little bit higher decoration, this would be also something like 4.5. For me, it doesn't take more or less to make bass or guitar. It doesn't matter. It's just a little bit longer neck and different hardware. Yeah, so the pricing is almost like same.
Okay.
It's about materials and hardware. The pricing differences.
And what kind of wood you are using on this?
This is a deadwood pine. So you guys who doesn't know what that means is that it's a really, really old pine wood from Finland.
Okay.
It's actually from Lapland, northern Finland, and it's been it has died still standing up, the tree itself, and been there and tried for like another 100 years.
Okay.
So, and then it's cut down. I think it's about the climate of Finland, because it's cold and dry, so it doesn't mold or get spalted or something like that. But it's trying, and yeah, it's expensive wood, and they build like luxury houses, like holiday houses in Lapland out of this wood.
Okay.
Yeah, and I got this from guys who makes those houses, and I got kind of a leftover stuff from their workshop.
So you use only local wood coming from Finland to build your instruments?
Not only. It's just something I've. It has became kind of a trademark.
Okay.
And of course, I use what customer wants, but when people are figured out that okay, I can use a Finnish pine, and yeah, let's keep it like that, and that makes a character for my guitars. Of course.
How do you usually work with your customer? Do you have your lines of models, and the customer pick, okay, I want this model and let me choose the option, or if I am a customer, can I draw something completely blank and you will build it for me?
I have in my website there's an order form, which is kind of just a list of ticks, and you can choose. I have selected some typical options, like neck wood or body wood, and like this, and you just fill the form and send it to me, and I will count the estimated price level, and the project starts if customer is happy, and with me it's about it's just the beginning of a project.
Yeah, it's just to start the discussion with the customer.
Yeah, because I can't give you just a price. I don't have any price list, because everything accounts. I can say kind of an estimated price level like you just asked, but of course, and it depends a lot where the customers is from. all these shipping costs and everything, we just discuss about those things after we know better. Prices are changing all the time, like this Corona time. UPS changed dramatically.
Okay, I guess it has increased out.
So no one knows. Like the day the order comes in, we don't know how much the shipping is gonna be after 10 months.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so that's one bass model. You have another one you want to show?
Yeah, let's. Maybe one word about the finishing. This is the kind of the relic thing.
Yeah.
This is also kind of my trademark.
You only do a relic finish on your instrument?
I was just going to say that here's something different.
Not relic. Shiny.
You can see yourself.
Yes, hello, how you doing? Whoa, long hair.
Somewhere. Yeah. So this is the answer to your question.
Okay.
Yes, I'm doing something else too. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the shape. It's a kind of a mix between jazz bass and an offset shape. Very cool. Nice.
Yeah, actually this is exactly the same body shape. But this is without the German carve.
Really? Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay.
So it's changed the whole picture so dramatically.
It does. Yeah.
And this is like with the kind of more like precision bass bevels and also the backside. You see that kind of really traditional. But that's the point. T family is kind of, it can change a lot with everything you choose. And this is also something that customer can choose. I call this like there is a ticks in the order form that you can choose front contour and back contour.
Okay.
And you just leave the German carve away. So this is the result. And neck is also
matching at stock. Yeah, very cool.
And this is also interesting material, the neck. It's Canadian maple, but it's also really dark roasted. There's no stain on it, just lacquer. So it's really dark.
And again, only one pickup, right?
Yeah, there's only, I don't know if you can see that. It's like a normal B-bass type of pickup inside. Yeah. This is also already sold for. Actually, I have the band T-shirt.
Okay, cool.
Go check it out. A band called Flaming Sideburns.
Okay, cool name.
That's an partly Finnish and partly Argentina band.
Cool mix.
And it's the singer is from Argentina and. That's a really cool kind of a garage rock band from Finland.
Nice.
Check that out.
Do you have another bass to show?
Yes, one more.
Yes, one more.
And
you definitely should bring those bass guitar to the next guitar show because they sure look cool.
Yeah. And if I can say it gets even more weird stuff.
Okay. Woo, 3 pickups, my God.
Bass with 3 pickups and a whammy bar.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, the bar is here.
Now you're really getting crazy. Okay, interesting. Okay, cool.
Hey, customers are getting crazy.
Okay.
I just do what
Blame it on the customer. Blame it on the customer.
Yeah. But yeah.
Wow.
And actually, this is a short scale bass, but it has a 24 frets. So actually, the neck is just the same length, but it has more frets.
Okay.
It's the scale of this is 30.2. Yeah. So it's like almost like baritone guitar. But it's a bass with 3 pickups and a whammy bar.
Yeah, nice color. What kind of finish do you use on your instrument? Is that nitro or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the top coat is I think all the T family models has a nitro finish. The paint, there's a few options because I use like this is I think this is a car paint. Like I don't think this is a nitro based paint because it's from car. It's actually the paint of 70s Mustang, Ford Mustang.
Nice.
Lime green is the color. And so paints can be some variety, but the finish, the top coat and the base coat, they are all only nitro based.
Okay. What is your building time between the time customer order an instrument? How long does it take to get the guitar?
At this point, I think the order line is about a year.
Okay.
So that's kind of a timetable I give the new orders. Some points, if the specification is really simple, it can be a little bit faster, but usually I promise to make it in 12 months.
We have a luthier question in the chat room. Someone is asking if you ever tried a shellac finish.
Actually, sometimes I use a shellac as a first sealer after I've sanded. So, but shellac as a kind of a traditional old school way, I have tried that when I was in a luthier school, but it's so hard work to make a really mint surface with that. So no, but I think it would be really really nice choice if you would like to have a neck with just like thin layer, just to keep it clean.
Yeah, to protect it.
Bare wood, because if you have a really light colored maple, it gets dirty really easily. So maybe shellac would be something like, usually it's like something wood oil or true oil or something like that. But with oils, they can be a little bit sticky. Okay. But shellac would make it better.
When people order an instrument from you, is that usually to play a very specific kind of music, or is that all over the board?
I would say there's a big variety of musicians, because like this, I don't know if you can imagine what kind of music this is made for, because instrument can look something, but the player can play whatever.
Yeah.
Like this one, I can tell you guys, this is going to New York for a guy who plays in stoner band.
Okay. I would have said surf music or something like that, but not at all. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, actually, one detail I forgot to say, that this is tuned as a B, E, A, D.
Okay.
So it's like a 5-string bass without a G string.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
So it's really, really low tuning and really fat strings. I think it's 65 to 125 or something like that. Okay. So really kind of a...
Is that the kind of bass you would like to build for you? Maybe I wouldn't actually. I found that because I play in a surf band. Okay. Myself, and this pickup selection is a genius, because you can choose you can have like Strat type of sounds in a way, because you can choose like, let's have a middle position, like the bridge and middle. It's basically an on-off switch like per pickup, right?
On-off switch, yeah. And I've never heard those sounds before.
Okay, very cool.
And I couldn't imagine how they sound, and neither did the customer. We just made this, like, because it's so cool looking thing, and but that was something I found that okay, this would be really nice in surf music, but. And the scale thing. Because of this project, I started to plan a short scale bass for myself, because it's so easy to play the scales. Like in surf music, sometimes you play really fast, and fast as a bass player, not as a guitar player.
Okay,
but as a bass player, the scales might be quite fast, but this short scale fretboard, it's like playing a guitar. So definitely short scale bass is gonna be the next one for myself too.
Okay, great. What do you think is going to be your next guitar show? Obviously, at the moment, many shows were cancelled. I don't know if you were supposed to be at the Holy Grail Guitar Show in Berlin, but this was cancelled. So, what is going to be your next guitar show?
Yeah, I was gonna be in a Holy Grail, and I was going to be in a Faz guitar show in Göteborg.
Oh yeah,
Gothenburg. It was cancelled also. And the next one, like we don't know, the Guitar Summit 2020. I don't know if that's gonna happen.
But so beginning of September, yes. Yeah. Hopefully it will happen.
If it's gonna happen, I definitely try to be there, because it's been my favorite, one of my favorite expos since I've been there in three years in a row. So
the first 3 editions, basically. Yeah. I agree with you. I think the show is very well organized, and for me, as I am based in Paris, in France, it is like a 3-hour train ride from Paris, and a very nice selection of boutique builders like you, but also big brand, masterclass, concert, and everything. It's a very great event, and hopefully, let's knock on wood. I have a piece of Brazilian rosewood with me. I am knocking on wood, so it will happen.
Is it legal? Is it legal?
I don't know. I got it from a French builder.
You have papers for it?
Yeah.
No, it's just the old stock.
Yeah, exactly. It is citrus and everything. Don't worry. Don't tell the police, okay, Saku?
No one would tell that.
Okay. Saku, it was great to have you on the show. So if people want to get in touch with you, what's the best way to find you on the internet, Instagram, and so on, all that good stuff?
I try to be all over,
okay,
like Facebook, Instagram, website, YouTube. I'm trying to make some content and videos and live streams also.
Cool.
To YouTube.
Excellent.
Because that's I've heard that actually YouTube passed the first place of search engines.
Oh yeah, really? Okay.
Front of Google.
Okay.
So that's the platform for searching stuff, and my live streams are like I'm assembling guitars at the workshop.
Yeah, I saw a couple of your live stream. You did that on Instagram too, right?
Yeah. Sometimes I've been trying that. What's the best platform? And I think the thing is that you can communicate with people during your work. And of course, YouTube is the best way to save and watch those things afterwards. Because Instagram, they save it for a few days. And Facebook is kind of compressing the quality a lot. So
and it disappears very quickly in your Facebook wall. So
So those are the places you can find me, and
okay. And hopefully next time we'll meet, it will be in Germany, or maybe if you ever come to Paris, I will be more than happy to have you as a guest at the showroom. And maybe I will have one of your guitars, right? That would be a cool thing,
Yeah, and that's the thing I want to kind of create because of this Corona thing and this world have changed, so I will focus to make some demo models and send them to guys who make nice videos and that stuff. So that's the way we have to adapt to this.
Yeah, and I also need to thank you because you are a paying subscriber of the show. I think you subscribe since last year, so thank you very much for supporting what I do. It is a great honor for me, so thank you for that.
Yeah.
All right, Saku, stay home, stay safe, keep on building some great guitars and great bass guitars, and hopefully next time we'll meet, it will be in a guitar show. If you want to have more information about Saku, you can head over to theguitarchannel.biz because we did record, I think, 2 interviews, I think for the last 2 Guitar Summit, right? Yeah, I think so. So it will be even more information about what Saku is doing, and we showcase a couple of instruments. So, yes, that's about it. And let's hope that the situation will get better and better, and that we'll be able to share a beer next time together. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Great.
See you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye, Saku.
Bye.
Pour le prix d'un magazine, abonnez-vous à la chaîne Guitare pour accéder aux vidéos intégrales. For the price of a magazine, subscribe to the Guitar Channel to access the full videos.